Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another edition of Fan Talk, your favorite podcast by your favorite fan. That is, of course, me, Kyle Brenchley. What's up, guys? Today is Friday. It's not Wednesday. It's not hump day. But I was out of the office this week, so the schedule's been a little whack. It's been a little whack the entire summer, let's be real. But I'll tell you a little bit about my trip to San Diego coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, let's get the weather report. Nice and sunny and hot. That sounds about right. We're about midway through August, heading into the end of summer. We'll talk more about the summer that we've had so far and all the crazy sporting events that have happened this summer. It's truly been a spectacular summer. But first, Fan Talk is a podcast that you can find here on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you get your podcast, Apple, Amazon. Just look me up, Fan Talk Kyle Brenchley. I appreciate it if you give me a like, follow, and a share with your friends if you like talking sports with a fellow fan. All right, guys, let's have some fun today. Rogue One, what's up? What's kicking, my guy? There's my poster. So yeah, let's jump in with the Fan Talk Fast Talk, and then we'll get into the episode today. So, as you may know, the Olympics are now officially over. What a crazy 2 weeks it had been. Let's look at the final medal count here as we wrap up. United States tied with China for the most golds with 40 gold medals. They had the most overall medals with 126, China 91. And of course, these other teams rounding out, or these other nations, I should say, rounding out the top 10. It was a fun Olympics. A lot of records were broken. The track was a fast track. A lot of records broken in the pool as well. It was just spectacular. We had new events. We had breaking. We had sport climbing. We had surfing. Breaking will not return to the LA Olympics in 2028 for obvious reasons. But baseball, softball, lacrosse, cricket are returning to the Olympics in 2028 here in Los Angeles. That should be super fun for the entire United States and for the entire world. I live fairly close to California, so I would love to go see the track and field events there in 4 years. I should probably start looking up tickets right now. But there you have it. What a successful Paris Olympics. What a unifying event. Super fun. Who doesn't love some Olympics? I wish we could relive them again. Thankfully, we have the internet, so we somewhat can. But wow, talk about motivation and inspiration all wrapped up in a nice baguette. Thank you, Paris. Aaron Judge is the youngest and fastest to reach 300 home runs in his career. He, 32 years old, of course, as you know, hit his 300th career home run in a 10-2 victory over the White Sox. This happened on Wednesday. He reached this milestone in fewer games than any other MLB players. He did it in his 955th career game. The previous record was held by Ralph Kiner, who hit 300 home runs, but he did it in 1,087 contests. So over 100 games quicker that Aaron Judge did that. Impressive. Congratulations to him. He is a slugger. It's either a home run or a strikeout with that guy, but clearly the Yankees are benefiting from that. We'll talk a little bit baseball here coming up. And a little Denver Broncos news. Former Denver Broncos safety Justin Simmons signs with the Atlanta Falcons. As you may or may not have known, he had been with the Broncos his entire career, had not gone to the playoffs, had not had any success in the postseason, but had been the best player on the defense. The Broncos cap space issues because of Russell Wilson had to let some players go, and unfortunately Justin Simmons was on the chopping block. He is now with the Atlanta Falcons, and they come to Denver in November. That should be a fun game to watch. I believe it's November 17th. That was your Fan Talk Fast Talk. I know we're 4 minutes into the video, but I love talking sports, and so do you. All right, so the last couple of weeks, really, I'll give you a quick summary. I went up to Bear Lake about 2 weeks ago for a little family reunion. We're kind of starting to do our own family reunion. We're like my parents, their family, if that makes sense. So like all the kids and the spouses and when there is grandkids, the grandkids. In the past, we've done it with the grandparents and all the cousins. And so now that the family's moving on, We did a little parent family reunion. Super fun. Bear Lake, beautiful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this huge lake on the border of Utah and Idaho. Crystal clear water. It's very turquoise, very very cold, very beautiful, very nice escape during the hot summers here in Utah. And then after that, I went camping in Heber City up in the mountains. That was real fun. And then I got back, and then this earlier in the week, I had like 2 days where I was back home, and then I went to San Diego. I caught a quick, very cheap flight on Spirit Airways to down to San Diego to catch a Pittsburgh Pirates game. They're playing the Padres, and it's been a long time since I was in San Diego. So really nice city, really beautiful, really nice Petco Park, beautiful, beautiful. Padre fans are incredible. Their team is doing good this year. They believe. I don't know if I'd go as far to say that I'm necessarily rooting for them, but I definitely feel like there's a good story there, especially if they can slay the Giants, the Dodgers. It's so funny. I was talking to a bunch of Padres fans, and Dodgers live rent free in their head because they, without fail, would bring up the Dodgers. Even me as a Pirates fan, I'm like, I don't care about the Dodgers. I don't care about the Padres. They would always bring up the Dodgers. So unfortunately, the Pirates did not show up for the game that I went to. They lost 3-0. I did see Paul Skeens in the flesh. I was about, maybe 30 feet away from him. And same with Mitch Keller, O'Neill Cruz, Andrew McCutcheon, my guy. So it was really fun, really good experience, but I am back now. And so that is why the episode is dropping on Friday. Because the Pirates did so bad, it begs the question, what should they do? They're on a 10-game losing streak. They're essentially out of the wild card race right now. So what do you do? I think when you're at this stage, you're not quite the worst team in the league, and you're not going to get the first overall pick. I think essentially what you do is you give your young guys experience. So you call up your young prospects from AAA Indianapolis, and you put them on the field, and you let them play, and you let them show you if they're ready or not. How good are they? What do they need to work on? And then that way, going into next season, you know exactly what you need to do. I think the pitching rotation is pretty solid. I think maybe you need to chase another relief pitcher. But you got Skeens, you got Jarrett Jones, you got Mitch Keller. You got 3 solid guys that you can build around. Get a few more bats, get some young guys up, call them up from the league, and go from there. Okay, let's talk about the summer that it has been in the sporting world. We had the Euro soccer tournament. We had the Copa America soccer tournament. We had the Paris Olympic Games. We had the Little League World Series and the Little League Softball World Series. We haven't even talked about those. Those happen every single year because we've had these other big world events that have pretty much taken the spotlight. So, I mean, it's been an incredible summer. Usually summers are a little lackluster. Usually it's like, okay, we got baseball. That's great. Maybe some MLS, soccer, like whatever. But with those big 3 events, this truly has been one of the greatest sporting summers in recent history. English Premier League starting back up actually today. We're moving into fall sports season, which is the best. Like I just said, you got English Premier League, you got MLS wrapping up. Major League Baseball is getting into postseason baseball, which is magical. NFL is starting, college football is starting, NBA is starting. Further down the road, college basketball is starting. There is a lot coming to you, not to mention NHL hockey coming. It's now here in Utah. Ticket prices are actually insane, but I'll try to hit a few games and tell you guys about it. But it's going to be great. So next week, I'm going to be doing a football preview episode. We're breaking down college football. We're looking at the top 25. We're looking at the favorites to go to the college football playoff, and perhaps looking at the Heisman projections. We're also going to be looking at the NFL, which starts in less than a month. Preseason's been going on right now. That should be fun as well. And yeah, we'll just have fun. Football season, fall season is the best. Is absolutely the best. I'm in a bunch of fantasy leagues. I don't know if you guys are, but I think I have four teams this year, which is usually I have like 5 or 6. So I'm taking a step back, but I think 3 out of the 4 are money leagues. You pitch in $10, $20, and then the winner gets, a good chunk of the change there at the end. So we'll be doing some drafts here. Actually, my first draft is tomorrow. So we'll see who I take. I don't know what my strategy is going to be. In years past, I've kind of had different strategies. I think last year I literally just picked 4 really good wide receivers and then I used them as trade pieces. And honestly, I think that's kind of what I'll do again. I used to like get a running back and a quarterback because, running backs are kind of scarce. But I think what I'm going to do, since wide receivers, there's so many more of them, I think I'm going to draft like 4 really good wide receivers and see if I could trade a couple of them for a good RB or QB or something like that. But I'll let you guys know next week as we talk everything football. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. High school football starts tonight. I'm actually going to do the graphics for one of the games of the week that they'll broadcast on television. So that'll be kind of fun. I'll work the scoreboard. I'll work the first down graphic there from the broadcasting truck. It should be a good time. I'm excited for that. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this week. Just kind of a wrap up of where I've been, what I've been doing, a wrap up of the summer that we've had. Let me know your favorite sports moment this summer down below in the comments. Also, let me know what you're most excited for, what sport you're most excited for going into fall. It should be very, very fun. I am just super excited for what will come down the pipe. Before we do end, though, I was going to say this and I almost forgot, but Major League Baseball, we're getting close to the end here. Currently, the Baltimore Orioles, actually the Cleveland Guardians, have the best record in the American League, up there with the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Astros, of course, always in the picture. Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Dodgers, Milwaukee Brewers. I honestly think it's going to be a similar story to last year. It's going to be the Dodgers. And if the Phillies can beat the Dodgers, great. But I think the Dodgers are going to choke. Maybe they choke to the Padres this year. Maybe they choke to the Brewers this year. Who knows? And then the American League, I'm still going with the Baltimore Orioles. I think they come out of it. I think the Yankees are going to choke in the postseason. I think the Guardians, while good, won't really make a splash in the postseason. I think it's going to be the Orioles that are going to be the ones surprising everyone. So I don't know, Phillies, Orioles, World Series? We'll see. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Again, Fan Talks, a podcast that you can find wherever you get your podcasts. I upload on YouTube. Next week's episode will probably come out on Wednesday, so we'll have a shorter break in between. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Please share, like, comment, and let me know what you guys are most excited for going into the fall. But we'll see you guys next week for another edition of Fan Talk. Signing off is K. Brench here. Have a great day.